Good evening, parents, faculty, guests, and especially you, the graduating class of 2024. You have finally made it to this night. Welcome to your big night that we are all going to be here to celebrate with you. Yes, it is a celebratory night for you, but it's also a big night for your families as well as the community as a whole. It takes a village to raise a child, and we all want to celebrate in helping you 13 graduates get to this proverbial finish line of graduation. I want to take this moment to be the first to congratulate you on finishing high school. Now, as is tradition at Swanville Public Schools, will you all please rise and join us if you are able? Remove your headgear and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming tonight. And as is accordance with our program, I now introduce to you Morgan Belafat, our senior class salutatorian.
Welcome graduates, families, school board members, and everyone else to the 2024 graduation. I'm going to start this thing off in the most cliche way possible. Class 2024, we've made it. It has been a mixture of the fastest and slowest 13 years of our lives. Back in elementary school, we dreamed of this day and how long it was away. And then this past week, we dreaded this day to come. This marks the end of a chapter in our lives, but a new one is opening for us to write. We now move on, going in all different directions with our lives. Some of us are going to college, and some of us are going into the workforce. Either way, we are moving on with our lives, but we aren't going to forget the memories we had. Some of the best memories I had were making breakfast in the parking lot for the whole school with Jaden, Wyatt, Colton, Landon, Travis, and Alex. Going on a lunch date with Mama Jay and Cooter for a post-prom prize. Doing various missions around the school as Big T assigned them. Making bracelets in the library with Kennedy and Travis. I got that bling on right now. Graduating from CLC with Travis, Lexi, Kennedy, and Sam. Carly being mean to me on the bus back in like the first grade. And she still is. Making the best falling domino setup across the back bookshelf in Swish's room. And Bizdoc always hitting us with the wow mom sign. But these have been the greatest 13 years of our lives. We have made and lost friends. We have made good decisions and bad decisions. Trust me, plenty of bad decisions were made. Like when Landon blew a breaker in Mr. Lee's room. Good thing you're not being an electrician, Landon. But we've learned from them. Every difficult situation we encountered, we persevered and battled through. We took every experience to heart and learned from all of them. As my speech is winding down, I'd like to say a few more things. Peck, formerly known as Mr. School Board President Chris Kircher, aka Mr. Big Shot, has been asking me to be in one of my speeches. So here you go, Peck. You are in one. Hope you're happy. I'd also like to thank every teacher, para, custodian, and office personnel that has interacted with the class of 2024 and helped us get to this very moment. And now last, I have a theme to ending my speeches with a very bad science joke from Swanville's own, the Mr. Lee. Why did the scientist remove his doorbell? He wanted to win a Nobel Prize.
Welcome to your big night. This is real, and you guys did it. I know some of you cannot believe it, but you did it. Tonight's ceremonial passing from being a student to truly being an adult represents the last 13 years of your hard work. To get to this stage tonight, we know we we've all been there. We know it's a scary time. It's time for you guys and gals to start adulting. Some of you are ready. Some of you are far from ready. And some of you have been telling us, including moms and dads and everybody out there, that you've been ready for years. We know the truth, right? But I also am truly astounded at your prowess. The prowess of this class is amazing. From all of the numerous accolades on the stage, on the sports fields, we'll hear about a lot of those tonight, to the success in the robotics field and the super mileage track. This class is small, but it is truly amazing. You're going to hear many amazing examples of this tonight when Principal Cheryl Johnson joins our Dollars for Scholars President Teresa Giese in presenting loads of awards and scholarships. But one thing you may not hear about is how great this class is as far as being willing to help out when needed. Heck, they grew up in Swanville, right? It's what we do here. Over the past few weeks, numerous seniors have approached members of our office staff, as well as the custodial staff and the teaching staff, asking, what can we do to help prepare for the big construction thing going on this summer? It may sound cliche, but I'm being sincere when I say they have repeatedly asked and accomplished everything asked of them. Even some of these boys sitting up here. We asked them to do things and they did them in the last couple of weeks. Of course, over the past week or so, they all returned and undid a lot of the cleaning up and the moving of things. But I digress. I did even notice that they offered to help us sell the school the past few days in the hopes of helping the younger students get an even newer school in the future. Really, guys? I actually laughed pretty hard when I saw that for sale sign. But in all seriousness, this class will go down for the ages as one truly unique in many of the things they've done. I have honestly really loved getting to know these 13 young adults, and I am excited to see where their futures take them. Just like I said 365 days ago to the last graduates, you all are invited back to Swanville, and specifically the school here. We as a staff want to hear your successes. We want to hear your stories. I don't know if we need any more pranks, but we definitely want to hear the success stories of your lives and your families that you will have in the future. Until then, best of luck with your future, and once again, congratulations on your graduation tonight. I'm going to give them a round of applause. At this time, I will now introduce to you Carly Loven, our senior class valedictorian.
One day, you're 17 and you're planning for someday. And then quietly, without you ever really noticing, someday is today, and then someday is yesterday. And this is your life. Here we are today on the day that we've been waiting for since we first met each other, graduation. It went from, what costume are you going to wear for the music concert, to when are you going to pick up your cap and gown? We blinked our eyes once and 18 years flew by. Throughout our short years, we have survived the pandemic, the multiple rumors of TikTok being shut down, and sophomore year geometry class. We wouldn't have gotten to this point without our families, teachers, staff members, coaches, and most importantly, each other. So thank you to everyone who has gotten us to this important milestone in our lives. For most of us, this adventure started in Miss Schleicher's kindergarten classroom. The smell of paint, Play-Doh, and disinfectant spray lingered in the room. All of us walked in, hoping to find at least one friend by the end of the first day. Little did we know that our class of 18 people would turn into a class of 13 people, and eventually we would all find a way to be friends and get along, for the most part. The most eventful corner of the school was the toy area in Miss Schleicher's room. I remember walking in every morning, ready to start my day off in the toy corner, even though I walked in the one morning seeing Morgan and Travis wearing wedding dresses and holding a fake marriage ceremony. Since we've met each other, we have learned many life lessons along the way. Starting with Miss Walter's music room. Alex and Lexi were standing in line to turn something in, and someone pushed the next person in line, and like dominoes, Alex and Lexi both fell into Miss Walter's brand new piano. She was mad about this and said some things that I won't repeat, but we can learn that mistakes will happen and life will move on, but not to let them happen again. School, extracurriculars, and jobs can be stressful and tiring. I think this would teach us to go to bed earlier, so we aren't falling asleep during each class period. Right, Cooter? But at least Cooter shows up for class, even if he is sleeping though. Right, Jasmine? Maybe this will be one of the life lessons we will have to learn even harder later in life. Like when Jasmine got kicked out of Mr. Lee's class for eating apple slices because she missed lunch for driving behind the wheel. We actually have lived one of these hard life lessons already. Don't touch those blinds, Jaden. I don't think that Doc would be too happy if you chose to close his blinds when he specifically asked you not to. Kennedy has always been interested in singing, and she has the most beautiful voice. She started in her room, then slowly worked her way up to singing the national anthem at Swanville sporting events, and eventually had her first concert at Shattuck's Hub this winter. This shows us that if we want something, it might take longer than expected, but hard work and determination will eventually get us to where we want to be. I can't wait to come back to Swanville sporting events to hear her voice that brings back so many memories from the court and field. Sometimes we have struggled with word pronunciations, but we have learned that saying things out loud can be corrected by our peers or teachers. For example, we were reading Romeo and Juliet in Miss Free's class, and Wyatt was told to look something up online. He kept saying beet rice, and we were all so confused by what he was saying. Eventually we found out that he was talking about a person named Beatrice, not beet rice. We have always been a competitive class, even if we only have 13 people to participate. Whether it be homecoming Olympics or the annual volleyball tournament, we always have people trying their hardest and participating, even if it means playing with a sprained ankle or a couple torn ACLs. We can also take away that life can get busy or we can just be forgetful, so it's always nice to have a planner or someone to remind you. Even if we did remind Landon 3 times a day that we had a class meeting during study hall, and coming to find him not in Miss Check's room because he forgot about it. Again. Also, some addictions aren't so bad. For example, Sam's addiction to Alani energy drinks, or my own personal addiction to Gymshark. Lastly, we have also learned that life can make us creative at times. Like the time when someone spilled their milk at lunch and Colton tried to wipe it into an empty taco bag. Besides this, I will never understand why everyone starts cheering for Colton when he walks into a room. There are many more memories that I share with everyone up here today, but I will save those for another time. Now, I ask, how many of you have said the phrase, I can't wait? Like, I can't wait for summer, or even, I can't wait for this speech to be over. Don't worry, I'm not offended. But I'm sure that almost everyone here has said this phrase in some way. But I ask you, why? Why can't you wait? What is so important that you're willing to lose out on this moment right now? I know that traditionally, I'm supposed to conclude the speech with messages about our futures, but I'm not going to do that. I know that all of my classmates are going to have bright futures and build a life that they want someday, but we're going to leave all of that in God's hands and live the life that we have right now. Because to be honest, tomorrow isn't promised for everyone. I remember sitting outside with my grandpa one night and talking about how I couldn't wait to be grown up and have my life figured out. He said, Carly, one day you'll realize that's not what you want. You'll wish you could go back in time to high school when life really was just simple. A lot of people said that my Grandpa Larry was always right. And, well, I can confidently say that he was totally right about this one. I spent a lot of time this year wishing I could go back to the beginning of kindergarten and start all over again when we had recess, or when we whined because our teachers made us put our snow pants and boots on for the bus ride home. So in no way am I telling you to not dream big, because that is vital for success, but I'm telling you to not let the future allow you to overlook the present. Finally, I would like to leave everyone with the famous words of Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide. Believe me, been there, done that, but every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. Thank you, and as Post Malone once said, congratulations.
Thank you, Carly. Well, class of 2024, you did it. It's time to celebrate you. Each of you has left footprints on my heart. You are always welcome to visit, either at school or pop in, since everyone in the school district knows where I live. At least give a toot toot as you go by. I'd like to share some special memories with each of you. Lexi, you're first, because if you know, you know. Thanks to you, I am now addicted to Nerds Clusters. To the point it is now on an Amazon subscribe and save item. Carter, or Cooter, that devilish grin that always makes me wonder what you're up to. Colton, the gentle giant. If anything ever needed to be done, I knew I could count on you. Alex, your quirky sense of humor and one-liner quips. Samantha, you have grown into a confident young lady. Morgan and Travis, thanks for morphing Ms. J into Mama J. It's a nickname I don't mind at all. Landon, all your terrific hairdos and positive vibes. Wyatt, are you nervous? Wyatt and Jaden, we're starting the end of the year parking lot breakfast. This year, wow, walk-through serving, classy. Oh, and thanks for maybe a few of my gray hairs. Ken, your musical abilities just make my heart happy. Jasmine, it's been a hoot watching all of your performances on the stage. Carly, your smile lights up a room and always makes me grin. I look forward to seeing what each and every one of you contribute to the world. I know I am a better person for having you in my life. I would like to, at this point, ask Activities Director Aaron Lipinski to the stage to award the male and female athletes of the year.
Hello, I'm Aaron Lipinski, Activities Director of Swanville High School. Congratulations, senior class of 2024, the 104th graduating class in Swanville. I'm here to present the Joseph Olvin Female Athlete of the Year Award, which has been given since 1976, and the Gerald Koenig Male Athlete of the Year Award, which has been given since 1969. As you can tell, this award has had a long tradition here at Swanville. This honor is awarded to the senior who has gone through their high school career, accomplishing great feats on the playing fields and courts. Our recipients have maintained a positive and clean record at school and with Minnesota State High School League. The Joseph Olvin Female Athlete of the Year has participated in volleyball, basketball, and softball. She has earned numerous team, school, conference, and area awards in all three sports. She's academic all-conference in the three sports. She was also named to the all-state academic teams for volleyball, basketball, and softball. The Gerald Koenig Male Athlete of the Year has participated in football and baseball. He has earned team, school, conference, and district awards in both sports. It is now my honor to announce the Joseph Olvin Female Athlete of the Year and the Gerald Koenig Male Athlete of the Year to Carly Loban and Carter Jaffick.
Thank you, Mr. Lipinski. And now on to scholarship. So before we get started, let's see. We have 13 graduates this year, and if each of you earned $5,000 in scholarships, that would equal $65,000 if I'm doing my math. That would be a really great amount. Let's poll the audience and see what you think. What do you think? Higher than 65? How many think lower? Nobody's lower. Anybody want to give a shout out, a guess, before we start? Put that number in your head. Put that number in your head and keep it there. All right. I will now ask Teresa Giese and Dana Gals to come on stage to present the Dollars for Scholars scholarships.
Good evening, Swanville, and congratulations, graduates. My name is Teresa Giese, the Swanville Dollars for Scholars president. Tonight with me from the Dollars for Scholars, board member Dana Gallus, and my little Allie is here to help us as well. Collectively, the Dollars for Scholars has over 20 board members and ambassadors working hard to raise money for this year's graduates and for generations to come. The graduating class of 2024 represents the 37th year of scholarships being awarded, totaling just over $993,000 to our 730 applicants. Let me pause on that so it can sink in. $993,000 to support higher education from our local graduates. That also means that next year we'll be awarding our millionth dollar. We are very proud that every student who has ever applied for a scholarship has been awarded funds. Not one student has ever been turned away. I'm happy to be here tonight on behalf of our entire organization presenting this incredible class $60,000. So, it's not unbelievable. The organization has continued to grow because of the incredible community that we live in. I'm amazed daily at what our small town with the biggest heart can do. The way we have raised funds over the decades has changed. It started with cans on the counter at Camp's Corner. Today they're raised through tailgating at football games, calendar sales, poinsettia sales, charitable gambling at 3 local organizations, including Shattuck's Hub, Shady's Golden Eagle, and Bertram Caboose, and investments of our funds received over the years, and our matching scholarship program. The matching scholarship program allows donors to donate annually $250. The Dollars for Scholars matches that, awarding a scholarship in the donor's name of $500. So all of our awarded scholarships are $500, except for one. The Swanville Lions gave a large endowment over 30 years ago to get the Dollars for Scholars really started. So today we will award the top scoring student $1,000 in the name of the Swanville Lions. The $60,000 awarded to the graduating class of 2024 will all go to the class of 2024. So each student going to college in the fall will receive half of their funds. After their first semester, they'll turn in their grades and they're scheduled for the second semester and get the other half of their funds. If a student waits to go to school, we'll hold their funds for a year. If a student chooses to go in the military, we'll hold their funds for even longer. And if a student decides to go a different route, any funds that we awarded to them will be reallocated to this class in their second year of school. The goal is to ensure that all of our donor and Dollars for Scholars funds go to support this class. Without further ado, I'd love to begin awarding. So I'm going to read a student's name, and as they walk up, read their list of awarded scholarships. So if you would save applause until I've finished with that student. All right, first up is Kennedy Chuba. She's received the Alan Corky Cornell Memorial Scholarship, Dale and Barb White Scholarship, Herb and Gladys Thompson in memory of John Thompson, in memory of J.T. Schaefer, in memory of Jessica Gamble, in memory of Tom Beesman, Lloyd and June Beesman Memorial Scholarship, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, M&M Turkey, Steve and Jeannie T. Schaefer, and the Swanville Athletic Booster Scholarships, totaling $5,500. Congratulations, Kennedy. Next is Jasmine Johnson. She's received the Dale and Barb White Scholarship, Frank and Helen Gessel, in memory of Bess Swisher, in memory of John Borgert, in memory of Joseph Oven, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, M&M Turkey, Neil and Debbie Johnson family, Ryan and Brittany Johnson, and the Sandy Loven Education Scholarship, for a grand total of $5,000. Congratulations. All right, if you can't tell who's next, Samantha Sobiek is next. She's receiving the Dale and Barb White Scholarship, Elmer and Monica Van Heel Memorial Scholarship, Jean and Debbie Harthon, Herbert and Gladys Thompson, in memory of John Borgert, in memory of Joseph Oven, in memory of Tom Beesman, Joseph and Gladys A. Oven Memorial Scholarship, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, M&M Turkey, and Margaret and Arthur Novakuski Memorial Scholarship, for a grand total of $5,500. Next we have Carly Loven. She's received the Colette Wilkins Memorial Scholarship, Dale and Barb White, Don Gessel Memorial Scholarship, Ethan Ox Ad Astra Scholarship, Farmers and Merchants State Bank, Frank and Helen Gessel, Jacob Todd and Eleanor Ann Olson Memorial Scholarship, Joy Thompson, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, M&M Turkey, Roxanne Thompson, Swanville Athletic Boosters, Tanya and John Loban, and the Swanville Lions Club for a grand total of $7,500. Next up is Lexi. She's received scholarships from Anonymous Donor, from Camp's Corner, from Lowell C. Drager in memory of Matthew Walter, from Luxorcam Turkey Farms, M&M Turkeys, MGM Turkey Farms, and Sean Van Hill for a grand total of $5,000. Next is Jaden Barber. He's received scholarships from Bill and Shannon Johnson, Dave and Karen Van Heel, Frank and Helen Gessel, in memory of Dan Slimmer, M&M Turkey, Margaret and Arthur Novakuski Memorial Scholarship, Martin Erickson Trucking, Sean Van Heel, Tony and Teresa Giese, and Swanville Co-op Creamery for a grand total of $5,000. Next up is Morgan Belfi. He's received scholarships from the class of 1971, Dale and Barb White, David Olson Memorial Scholarship, Dennis Kapinski Memorial, Ethan Ox Ad Astra Scholarship, Frank and Helen Gessel, in memory of John Borgert, in memory of Joseph Oven, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, M&M Turkey, Nielsen Hardware and RV, Sean Van Heel, and the Devin and Zachary Memorial Scholarship. A grand total of $6,500. All right, Travis is next. Class of 1971, David Olson Memorial Scholarship, Don Gessel Memorial Scholarship, Frank and Helen Gessel, in memory of John Borgert, in memory of Joseph Oven, in memory of Pete Kirker, Lauren and Marianne Thompson, Lowell C. Drager in memory of SFC Paul Ray Smith, M&M Turkey, Nielsen Hardware and RV, Sandra E. Lovan Memorial Scholarship, and Sean Van Hill for a grand total of $6,500. Next is Landon. He's received scholarships from Albert and Ardith Nelson, in memory of J.T. Schaefer, in memory of Pete Kirker, in memory of Sonny Peterson, Lyle and Jane Gessel, M&M Turkey, and the Swanville Co-op Creamery for a grand total of $3,500. Next is Alex Skillings. He's received scholarships in memory of John Borgert, Lambrick Livestock Trucking in memory of Kenny Lambrick, Lowell C. Drager in memory of Eric Douglas Kipka, M&M Turkey, and Waters Edge Electric for a grand total of $2,500. Next is Wyatt Allen. He's received scholarships from Albert and Ardith Nelson, in memory of Gene Steffen, in memory of John Borgert, Lowell C. Drager in memory of Mabel Drager, M&M Turkey, and Swallowmore Co-op Creamery in Land O'Lakes. Congratulations, a total of $3,000. And next is Colton. He's received scholarships from Bob and Fran Ketter, the class of 2023, Dave and Karen Van Heel, Joy Thompson in memory of John Thompson, Lambrick Livestock Trucking in memory of Kenny Lambrick, M&M Turkey, Nelson Insurance Agency, Swanville Co-op Creamery in memory of Pete Kirker, and the Connor Strong Scholarship for a grand total of $4,500. Congratulations. Just a final bit of housekeeping. So on the back of your scholarships, if you turn them over, they all have something similar on there. So you'll find 4 different labels. These are very important for you guys to follow. So each of them has a different purpose. 2 of them include specific instructions on required steps to receive your scholarships for the fall and the spring. So Tanya and I both really appreciate when you follow those steps. Two of them include addresses, so one for the donor of your scholarship and one for the Dollars for Scholars. Many people worked hard to see this happen, so if you could take just a few moments and send them a thank you, it goes a long way. Again, congratulations, and we wish you well in your future.
Thank you, ladies. All right, so I bet you thought that was all the scholarships, right? No, we're not done. So we are now going to announce our other scholarships. These include college and other local scholarships. Many of these were given out Tuesday at the awards ceremony. Seniors, I ask that you just stand and be recognized as I read your scholarships. The Hormel Scholarship, in the amount of $6,100, renewable for 2 years, total of $12,200, full tuition and expenses, was awarded to Lexi Hansen. The Nago Belkey Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $500 was awarded to Morgan Belfi. We had 2 recipients for the Connor Trainer and Jared Leyendecker Memorial Scholarship, each in the amount of $1,000, were given to Jaden Barber and Colton Villeneuve. The Swanville Sportsman Connor Trainer Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 went to Lexi Hansen. The SciTech Communications Scholarship in the amount of $500 goes to Morgan Belfi. The Red Cross donates $250 each to Travis Belfi, Carly Loban, and Samantha Sobia. The Sobieski Lions Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 went to Travis Belfi. CHI St. Gabriel's Health, $500 went to Lexi Hansen. Also the Horizon Health for $300 went to Lexi Hansen. Earlier this year, we had 2 students recognized at the Sourcewell Student of Character Banquet. Each of them received a scholarship in the amount of $750 each, Lexi Hansen and Colton Villeneuve. Now we're going to get into some really big money. Morgan Belfi, who is going to Michigan Tech, receives the following scholarships. Army ROT Scholarship, 3-year scholarship, total of $111,876. You might want to hold your applause because I got a list of them. Leading Scholar, commended, $2,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $8,000. The Michigan Tech Excellence Award, $6,500, renewable for 4 years, total of $26,000. The National Gold Scholars, $14,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $56,000. And a Room and Board Scholarship in the amount of $12,774, renewable for 4 years, total of $51,096. Way to go, Morgan. Travis Belfi, going to Northern Michigan. Army ROT Scholarship, 3-year scholarship, total of $58,000, 21. Wildcat Merit Scholarship, $3,000, 4-year scholarship, total of $12,000. Northern Michigan University Competition Award, $500, and also the Room and Board Scholarship in the amount of $12,386, renewable for 3 years, total of $37,158. Way to go, Trav. Kennedy Chuba, going to Concordia College, Moorhead. receives the Excellent Scholarship in the amount of $17,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $68,000. The Presidential Scholarship, $1,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $4,000. The Alumni Legacy Scholarship, $500, renewable for 4 years, total of $2,000. Congratulations, Kennedy. Jasmine Johnson, University of Sioux Falls, Provost Scholarship, $6,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $24,000. The Edwards Family Endowment, $2,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $8,000. And the Cougar Need-Based Grant, $3,450, renewable for 4 years, total of $13,800. Congratulations. Charlie Logan, University of Northwestern, Presidential Scholarship, $16,000, renewable for 4 years, total of $64,000. Also the University of Northwestern grant in the amount of $1,300. Congratulations. Samantha Sobiak, Minnesota State University Moorhead, the Helen Wardenberg Elementary Education Scholarship in the amount of $2,270, and also the Minnesota State University Moorhead Scholarship, $2,500, renewable for 4 years, total of $10,000. I know, that's a lot of math. Anybody want to know a grand total? It's whopping. It is the largest we have ever been awarded. $638,271 are going to our 13 graduates. At this point, seniors, you may distribute your flowers.
It's that time that you've been waiting for here. Principal Johnson, members of our school board, will you come forward and help us in awarding of our 2024 diplomas?
Kennedy Murray Chuba. Jasmine Joe Johnson. Samantha Marie Sobia. Carly Bonnie Loven. Lexi Jean Hansen. Carter Timothy Nakbe. Jaden David Barber. Morgan John Delphi. Travis Moore Delphi. Landon J. Bagenstos. Alexander Allen Skillings. Wyatt Stanley Allen.
Let's go, Wyatt!
Colton Christopher Villeneuve.
Yeah, cool!
Swanville School Board, Board Chairman Chris Kircher, as well as the rest of our faculty, staff, Principal Cheryl Johnson, I duly attest that these 13 young men and women have successfully accomplished the graduation requirements required of them by the state of Minnesota, as well as you, the Swanville School Board. Parents, families, and community members, I introduce to you the Swanville Graduating Class of 2024. We will be having the handshake and hugging and everything outside door number 17 here in a few moments, weather permitting. I think it's going to be a little bit warmer out there than it was earlier today. Band, take us home here. Isaac, take us home. Oh, we got Zach up there. All right, Zach, take us home. Congratulations.
When you take that jump, you don't feel the fall. Hope when the water rises, you need to walk. When you crash and die, you're screaming your own name. sister.